Premature ejaculation or erectile dysfunction, it is plaguing men all over the world. And, it's tough. I just had a guy actually join our S3X Alchemy program, and it's one of the things he's suffering from. He's 27. He's about to get married, start his family life, and he's like, I can't even enjoy it. It's a few minutes and I'm done. And he knows where it's come from. It's come from years of being exposed to hardcore images and videos and, self-pleasure. I'm trying to use all the words so the algorithm doesn't flag us. I'm going to talk about how to reverse it. I've helped many guys reverse it. I've helped many guys get back into a powerful state in the bedroom and outside the bedroom as well. And I'm going to talk about what it takes to actually do that based upon my experience and now working literally with thousands of men over the last 4 years inside of our training programs. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula, and I help men master their S3X energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom and ultimately unleash your masculine leadership qualities. Go to the link in the description below and take the free transmutation guide. It's a free video program, and there's a routine in there that you can use that will start to give you the basics of alchemy so that you can implement that. In fact, the guy that I mentioned that just joined our alchemy program, he took the free course and he was bored, and boredom is a big trigger for a lot of guys going and clicking, going on the HUB and wherever they're going. And he's like, I ended up on one of them real dirty sites. And he's like, you know what? I was listening to Nakula and he showed me a practice. Let me do it. And so he did the breathing exercise that I teach in the free transmutation guide. And he was like, okay, I'm good. I don't feel like doing it. And he got off the site. And now he's signed up and he's taking the whole course. Because he's like, man, if I can just incrementally improve myself, what if I actually get mentorship and really do this? So I'm really proud of him, and we just got started working together, so I'm just getting to know him. But this is one of many, many stories that we've had over the last several years of men who have come through our programs. Premature ejaculation in this day and age is generally caused by overuse of your S3X organs, generally by hardcore images online and videos, as well as, doing the old deed, wanking it way too much. Think of like a knife. If you overuse a knife, that knife gets dull, and then eventually when you go to use that knife for something that you actually want to cut, you want to use it in its proper way, it's dull, and then it doesn't have the same effectiveness. Well, muscles are the same way. We know this from basic training. Remember that ultimately your S3X organ is a muscle, right? So just take away the taboo around it. It's a muscle. Well, if you want to work out your biceps or your triceps or your abs, you know that you can't work it every day because you have to actually give time for it to rest and repair. And if you want to strengthen it, you have to work it out. So similarly, you can reverse premature ejaculation by taking the same mindset as if you were going to increase your strength of your biceps or your chest or your pecs or whatever it is you're going to work out. So one of the first things to do is to practice Kegels. Now, Kegels can have the opposite effect if you're not careful. I've had guys come to me and like, hey man, I was told to do Kegels to strengthen my erection or to reverse my premature ejaculation or to, get my erectile dysfunction corrected. And then they end up, still having that problem. In fact, it becomes extremely sensitive. And that's because they're overworking it. So just like any muscle, you need to work it out, then you need to give it rest. So our S3X organs are the same way. You can work it out, but you need to give it rest. Meaning if you're working it out every day or twice a day, or even oftentimes, especially when it comes to hardcore imagery, and I'll talk about why the imagery is especially bad for you, is that not only are you not giving your muscle the time to rest and repair, so eventually it's becoming weaker because there's no time to repair, there's no time to strengthen. If you add the hardcore images, you're also now messing with your hormones in a bad way. And because you're messing with your dopamine and your hormones and your serotonin levels, and it's got this whole effect on your body, what essentially ends up happening is that you cannot either get aroused without those images or without going to very hardcore types of expressions. That becomes a problem. I have many men who have come to me and said, I can no longer get aroused by a real woman. My wife just doesn't do it for me. Or they might have S3X, but then afterward he goes and watches something and goes and wanks it, right? Because he's like, that just doesn't do it. Or he can't have an orgasm at all. And I'm not talking about non-ejaculatory orgasm. I'm talking about an ejaculation. I can't ejaculate. And that's because he has been desensitized. So you have to check in. Is that me? Is that you? Are you someone who's been desensitized because of the adult videos and the overuse of your self-pleasure? So how do we reverse it? Well, first of all, we have to identify, and the first thing you have to do is stop. If you are watching adult content, that needs to go. I've got a 30-day challenge that you can take part in. I'll leave the link in the description below. Get involved with that. Because if you're using adult content a couple times a week or daily, or, even I would say a few times a month, then ultimately it's going to be nearly impossible for you to reverse it. And you're going to create more and more damage. And by the way, as you get older, and it doesn't matter, my oldest student is 70 years old, all right? So it doesn't matter what, I've got guys in their 20s and guys, in their late 60s, and my oldest student is 70, okay? So it doesn't matter what age you're at, it can be reversed and you can find a ton of energy. The beauty is that the body is designed to heal and the body can heal itself, but you have to assist, meaning you can't try to put out a fire, but keep putting logs on it, right? You can't reverse your premature ejaculation or any challenges that you're having and still keep doing the activity that caused it. So you've got to be able to stop with the adult content, and ultimately for some time, you've got to be able to stop with the self-pleasure as well. We can reintroduce self-pleasure, but in a more tantric way that's specifically designed to work it out, okay? So it's a bit different. So that's the first step. Stop that. Then the second step is to do those Kegels. But what I teach inside of my training is not just Kegels, but reverse Kegels and something called power winds. These are specific postures in which you're exercising all the subtle muscles around the genitals, the pelvic floor, all the way around the butt, the anus. You need to be able to actually work that entire pelvic floor. This is good for your overall health and vibrancy as you get older, because all of both our digestive organs as well as our S3X organs sit there. So imagine you have a strong pelvic floor. It's going to keep all of the organs in place, which is going to give you overall great health, vibrancy, and energy circulation. Energy circulation is what's going to give you a great erection and be able to start reversing the premature ejaculation. Kegel specifically also is going to give you the ability to do something called power locks. Power locks is when you lock in, so you, like a Kegel, if you don't know what it is like when you're peeing and you have to hold it back, you're squeezing those muscles. So you squeeze that muscle and you tuck your hip and you push down your upper diaphragm, and it's called a power lock. And what this does is it kind of locks your body and you're actually able to control your ejaculation during arousal. This is how guys can learn to have non-ejaculatory sex or be able to prolong S3X activity for long periods of time. You can eventually, like myself, do non-ejaculatory S3X and then experience, energy orgasms. That comes later on, though. So with Kegels, you're going to strengthen the pelvic floor muscle, and then what you can do, the third step is to do what we call an S3X vitality massage. And this is basically massaging your S3X organ and being able to, by massaging it, just like a muscle, you're being able to repair it. And then you've got to let it sit for a couple days. Don't touch, then work it out again. So basically 3 steps. Quit the problem, right? Masturbation, adult content, you have to be able to stop. If you can't stop, the 30-day challenge is for you. If you've got that and you're like, no, I can stop, but still I'm experiencing that, then you've got to go to the next level, which is S3X Alchemy. And in that case, book call with me, because to get into that course, you have to talk to me or one of my team members first. So there, you're going to now learn specific exercises to reverse that. You're going to learn to open up your energy channels so your energy's flowing. You need good blood circulation. And then you're going to learn to use edging, or self-pleasure, or self-cultivation is what we call it, to retrain yourself to be able to last long. Okay? Because you have to retrain your body. You have to recondition your body. Your body has been conditioned to go quickly because of the adult content and the way that you've approached S3X. Basically, the way that you wank it is the way that you eventually have S3X. So you've got to retrain your body, and then we're going to exercise that muscle. Well, not we, you. I'm not going to do it for you. Promise you that. But you're going to do it. You're going to exercise that muscle, and you can even do like Kegels and such, where you take your boy and you bounce him up and down, just like and you're working him out, and you're working him out. Eventually, you're going to have fun with it. It's going to be like, look what I can do. Bang, 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 bang. Right? You're right. You should be able to do that actually, and be able to raise and play with it in that way without ever touching it with your hands, so that you have strength. That's going to reinvigorate your erection. It's going to repair those muscles, and you can reverse the premature ejaculation or the erectile dysfunction or any challenges that you're having around that area. Okay? These are holistic ways of dealing with it. These are natural ways of dealing with it. You can go take pills and you can do the big pharma thing, but to me, you're just covering up the real problem. In this way, we actually deal with, first of all, your relationship with S3X, how you've been using that energy, how to transmute that energy, then how to show up powerfully in the bedroom, how to last as long as you want, and then how to use that energy to grow your lifestyle and hit the goals that you have outside the bedroom as well. So if that resonates with you, make sure you book some time with me. Again, take the challenge, the 30-day challenge. If you are still stuck in the world of adult videos and adult content and self-pleasure, then that's the starting point. If you feel like you've got that, or you're pretty good there, but now you need to take it to the next level to repair the damage that's been done, make sure you book some time with me on my schedule. I'd love to connect with you and help you out if it's a right fit. All right, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you never miss a video, and let's get to work. Love you.